Ahaha. Hey, it's your boy, uh, Equal Feller. This is Equilibrium Man, my ultimate Ironman where I have to level my stats as equally as possible, no more than one level apart. We currently have all 77s, one of the cleanest looking stat sheets out there, for a total level of 1771. We also happen to be at 1771 hours of playtime. Fancy that. Last time, we struggled with Slayer and suffered through hours and hours of temple trekking to re-equalize. Today, we may have found a solution to the Slayer problem, but at what cost? It's April 6th, the day after the full series video came out, and we're still slowly working through some herb seeds, while working on editing the previous episode, and perhaps taking some time off in between to watch some movies and enjoy the springtime weather. And we are officially out of seeds, for now. Now I need to find something mega AFK to work on so I can keep taking a break. Editing. We're about to start some AFK Slayer, but before that, there is a long-awaited upgrade I can make to my house. With level 77 Herblore, we unlock the ability to make stamina potions. I had some super energies saved up from Herblore training and some amylase packs from the Colossal Worm course, so I can create a nice supply of staminas. I won't be running around with them all the time, it just isn't worth the inventory space. But the first thing I want to do with them is spend 10 to upgrade the pool in my house. Now I can have infinite run energy during farming runs. Huge. Today is April 11th. I'll be honest, I haven't played much, and I've done next to zero editing work too. A mega lazy week for me. But here's 78 ranged, the first level of the 78 circuit. It's time to put our rune crossbow away and keep slaying. Kinda. Slayer's being a real bitch. We need 6 times as much XP for Slayer as we do for HP right now, so it's probably a good move to go ahead and cut myself off from Slayer for now, and tome up my melee stats. I see more temple trekking in my future. I think Slayer's gonna end up being a much bigger pain in the ass in the late game than I originally thought, so it's time to tackle some organized crime. I can do this every 30 or so minutes for several free XP tomes that I can use on my melee stats. It also comes with free noted planks, which is very nice. It is Sunday, April 13th, and it has been a slow week of RuneScape for me. I should be working on something else between gang meetings, but instead I just set an alarm and just log off between each gangster session. But there's 78 hit points. And we're pretty close on the melees too. Just a little more gang fighting to go. We'll get a lot more progress in next week. Probably. It's Monday, April 14th, and we are finally ready to pog up. Attack, strength, defense. Boom. 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 Ooh, 99 combat. Check out all these planks I got too. That is so nice. Gonna do Mahogany Homes very soon, but first I'm gonna finish out Agility. I'm already halfway through, doing it here and there between gang sessions. But then, it was kinda crunch time. 2 weeks were almost up, and I still hadn't touched the editing work I was supposed to have already done. Between my real job and actually editing the base 77 video, I barely played at all for the next few days. Oh my goodness, oh my damn, oh my goodness, we're going ham. I made zero progress the past few days, but it is Friday, April 18th, and the base 77 video is coming out later today. I hope you all enjoy. It's been a long time coming, but there's the agility level. It's been 2 full weeks since I finished base 77, and this is all the progress we've made. It ain't great. I've got a busy weekend ahead, but if I want to hit my 1 video every 2 weeks goal, I'm really gonna have to put my nose to the grindstone next week. It's time to use these planks on some Mahogany Homes. It's Sunday, April 20th today. Imagine that. You could blaze it if you want. Personally, I just drank 11 beers instead. And possibly broke some laws too, but more on that never. There's 78 construction, with a ton of leftover planks too. I think I'm gonna find a slot in my looting bag for that fat stack of oak planks. I did manage a little gaming this weekend, but now the busy weekend is over and I'm looking forward to some real grinding this coming week. See you on the other side. But then, something happened. Maybe it was the beers. Maybe it was eating meat as a joke that was obtained through questionably legal means. Probably that. Either way, I got sick. I spent the next few days trying to play RuneScape between sleeping 12 hours a day and spending half my waking hours on the toilet. Ooh, buddy, I've been sick. But I managed to get some AFKing in. Here's 78 cooking. And we're about 2/3 of the way through the fishing level 2, so let's finish that out. Probably tomorrow. What a week, man. I've spent the past 3 days either sleeping or shitting my brains out. Diarrhea goes crazy. But there is 78 fishing. I gotta go poop again. Next up, I want to do the mining stuff, which means mining itself, but also, before that, runecrafting. We have hit 77 runecrafting, which means we've unlocked blood runes. I hear it's much more AFK than regular runecrafting, so I've been very excited to try it out, because I love AFKing. Let's give it a shot, and I'll let you know just how AFK it is. Thanks, by the way, to Saga7 for the bond. We've only done a little bit of runecrafting so far, but here's my review. The XP is very slow. I suck at tracking XP rates, but it feels slow. I cannot deny. But it is pretty AFK. Not as AFK as something like woodcutting or fishing, but definitely better than regular runecrafting. So I will likely be doing all my runecrafting training here for the foreseeable future. For now though, I've got to take a little break for a max party. Congrats to Comrade Fund, or Funder in the Discord, for maxing. We appreciate you, even if you don't appreciate my music taste. They saved up like 10 XP lamps and blasted out all their leftover 99s in a row. It was very cool. And I met Jepperite, the Northman. Worth it. Blood rune crafting is far from being truly AFK, but it's pretty decent. We got tons of blood runes, and it's much more chill than Guardians of the Rift. There's the level. Now we get to do mining, which is a true AFK skill. Love it. My favorite mining activity is, of course, star mining, for some of the best AFK in the game. But bone shards are still very chill, and you don't have to go running around every couple minutes like with blood rune crafting. Plus, the bonus prayer XP at the end is worth it. At least for me. I'm finally healed! My poops are normal again. No need for applause. It is Barbasalt Friday with the boys, and for a UIM that means we have to die, because you can't bring runes or bolts or a looting bag at all into the minigame with you, which is bullshit. But if we just perish real quick at the Hispori here, we can carefully grab out just our combat gear and head over to Barbarian Assault. Thank you, by the way, to the commenters on the previous video who reminded me of the Explorer's Ring. It's super easy to get from a Lone Bridge respawn, and is definitely a closer walk than what I was doing before. There were other good suggestions too, but this is what I'm going with for now. Barbasalt is a fun clan/Discord activity, but we are also doing it for a reason. We need level 5 in all roles to complete the Elite Candidate Diaries, and even beyond that, high gambles can give super useful loot. And the gear from here is actually pretty great for a UIM since you can store it in your house. So far we have hit level 5 on 2 out of the 4 roles. Hopefully today we can finish out the rest. Level 5! I did it!
Huge.
Thanks to the point boosting pickup location.
Ah.
Oh, it didn't matter. Oh,
Hey,
level
I can level
5!
up.
Nice.
Level 5 healer.
I'm all 5s now. If we finish out the game and click on this blackboard, elite task completed. What a big day. It's the next day, and there's 78 mining. Let's go spin these bone shards. All used up, that was about 40k XP. Not bad at all. We're gonna try something a little different for our smithing training this level circuit. Balls. Shout out Tetra. We're going to buy ourselves a double ammo mold and head over to the blast furnace. Here we can burn our cash on all the ores we could need. Once we have our bars, turns out you need to put the coal in first. Once we have our bars, we can tele out to our favorite furnace and smelt ourselves some cannonballs. The XP is definitely going to be slower than the Giant's Foundry, but these cannonballs can potentially make Slayer a little less of a pain point in the future. When you do all your range attacking with a cannon, you gain ranged and Slayer XP, but you don't gain any hit points XP. Little hack for the Equalfellers out there. This is how we're going to potentially solve Slayer in the near future. Okay, this sucks. I probably averaged like 12k XP per hour. If I did Giant's Foundry, I'd be getting 5 times that. It's so slow, and it's not even AFK because I have to run back and forth to the blast furnace. At this point, I would almost rather just do temple trekking, honestly. But I suppose we'll see if I feel the same way when I'm cannoning my Slayer tasks later. For now, there's the level. Up next, Herblore. Ooh, what a Sunday. There's 78 Herblore. We've got 10 skills to go, so if you want to meet my self-imposed goal of a new video this coming weekend, I'm really gonna have to step on it. But for now, it's bedtime. It's a new Monday, and we're doing the woodcutting suite of skills next. You know the ones. These bad boys. Hunter is done-ter. Onto, like, fire making, I guess? It's Tuesday, and fire make has been braked. Next up is fletching. Has this tree always been so angled? See this shit? What the hell? I don't think this tree's always looked like this. Fletch is dead. Now let's use these bone shards. Prayer has been slayered. That's actually pretty sick. I still have one leftover 100k XP lamp from Desert Treasure 2, but somehow we still haven't needed it yet. Very nice. Now we just need to finish out woodcutting. Woodcutter's been buttered. Let's check these fossils. Looks like I've got a couple Slayer lamps waiting on me. And that's everything we can place for now. We actually got quite a few lamps out of that, and you already know what we're dropping them on. That was like maybe 15k Slayer XP? I'll take it. I'd like to finish out crafting next, but we've got to go see if our supplies are in stock. What I've been doing for crafting lately sort of forces it on the back burner as a more passive skill. Whenever I think about it, I head over to Varlamore to check the gem store. More people have figured out that this place exists and is full of free crafting XP to get. But sometimes, if I get lucky, there'll be some XP left for me. And today, full stock. Hell yeah, let's get to hopping. We've gone through all the worlds. Not all of them were full stock unfortunately, but we managed about 45k XP. I could finish out the level blowing sand, but I think I'm just gonna take a little break for now, and maybe when we come back, there'll be more in stock. It's the next morning, and there were a lot more gems in stock. Crafting has been drafted. Running low on skills to do, only 4 left. Oh, I guess it's time for temple checking. 2.5 hours in, we've got our first inventory of books. That's 18k-ish XP, not bad. Just 3 more hours to go, hopefully. It's been another hour and a half, and we don't quite have enough tomes, but I'm gonna go ahead and suck down the XP. Then we can finish out the rest of our skills and finish off Slayer with a dose from Tears of Guthix. Next up, we've got a lot of high alching to do. Gall darn, that's a lot of alching to do. If we just bust into the Varrock Bank Vault real quick, we can start alching up some ruby rings. Time to print some money. I hit the hop limit. You want to see something stupid? Yeah, boy. It is May 1st now, and I'm fresh out of nature runes. I left just a little bit of XP to go to use on teleports while we finish out the level circuit. I'm going to fill up one last inventory of rings to sell. That should get us just over 2 mil, which is pretty sick. And then we'll finish out the rest of our skills. There's our 2 mil cash stack, hell yeah. Next up is farming. Strictly speaking, it would probably be smarter to thieve up some herb seeds before farming so I could get as much XP naturally as possible, then finish it out on Tithe Farm. But I know I'm going to need the XP either way, and I want to finish out the base level ASAP. So I'm going to get the farming level at Tithe Farm first, then I can fill up on seeds to plant while I'm editing this video you are watching now. Okay, this should be the level. Boom, baby. Now I've got to go click on a farmer 3,000 times. It's past midnight, but I haven't slept, so we're kinda good as the same day. We're finally almost done with thieving. I really don't enjoy thieving, man. People try to call it AFK because you don't have to pay much attention to it, but anything that requires you to spam click thousands of times is not AFK in my book. But there's the level. Now we just need to finish out Magic and drop Tears of Guthixon Slayer and we'll be done. May 2nd, Friday. There's the Magic level. And there's the Slayer level. That is base level 78. The last video came out 14 days ago today, but given that I've still got to edit, it looks like I'm falling just a tad short on my self-imposed 2-week time limit that no one is trying to enforce but me. I blame the diarrhea, and basically taking 2 weeks off, I guess, but the diarrhea, that's it. Either way though, we are done for now. Funnily enough, we hit base 78 at 78 days of playtime. That's 1,875 hours. I'm super excited for the upcoming base 80, and to try out using my Cannonball's next base level circuit. But if you want to see that, you'll have to tune in next time. See ya! I really have to thank my channel members once again. I appreciate all my viewers, but the extra support the members give me really helps to keep me going. I truly appreciate you. And an extra special shout out to my top tier members, Ellie Belly, Jack, Seppuku, and Dark Zero 008. I am eternally grateful.